One of the number one reasons cited for going freelance is the opportunity to gain more freedom. That is in the UK, at least, in surveys that come up again. And I imagine that's reflected across multiple countries as well. So, what's the best thing about being freelance? Now, I believe it is freedom, but perhaps not the freedom that you may expect or desire when you take the decision to go freelance. Now, you're not going to be able to get away from the fact that you are delivering a service for a client as a freelancer. So you will have to deliver that service. Now, you can certainly get away from having to work specific times or having to have reporting in methods that you maybe had as an employee. You can definitely get some more freedom in those elements, but ultimately you have to deliver the service. So you're going to have to put those hours in to be able to provide the service for the client. So the freedom that some people think they might get from freelancing isn't always the case. I've seen many people go from employee to freelance for that freedom and then end up working more hours than they were ever before and actually getting quite frustrated and almost to a level of burnout. So you have to protect the freedom when you start out. The freedom that I most enjoyed when working as a freelancer was the ability, and again, this can only come with a bit of time and experience and credibility to be able to get the opportunities to work on certain projects. But the favorite thing for me was the ability to work on projects that I would choose myself. So that's the freedom element. As an employee, perhaps you're given projects that you have to work on from line managers or from above, and then you work on those projects for a period of time, and then the next one's prescribed for you as well. Whereas as a freelancer, you have more control over the type of clients and projects that you can choose to work on. For me, there could be many different goals, but as I say, for myself, it wasn't necessarily always the financial aspect of it. It was actually the enjoyment of working on certain projects. So being able to choose the type of client, the type of person, the type of business that I wanted to work with, I could then create a freedom of opportunity of saying, you know what, I would like to work on this particular area for a period of time and then go and seek those opportunities or filter those opportunities that come in inbound and decide which ones would fit those criteria. That's the level of freedom that I found as a benefit. Again, it's going to be personalized for your own goals and what you want to achieve, but just be mindful of the freedom that most people decide they want to go freelance for can easily be lost by not having a structure in place that allows you to manage your time better and work on the type of projects that you want to. If you maybe need to bring in some work and you just take on anything, that's when you can start to lose the freedom that you maybe went freelance for in the first place. So it's a really interesting topic. We'll talk more about this in future videos, but just to share my thoughts on that difference of freedom in terms of time to actually the projects and clients that you work with.